Hey friends and parents, don't miss an entire summer of surprises on Disney Plus, who is sponsoring today's story. I am definitely looking forward to our Friday family movie nights as we watch the wonderful summer of Mickey Mouse, and I'm really excited about America the Beautiful, especially to all my critter protectors. This is from the producers of Planet Earth, and so we're gonna get the most amazing tour of the most amazing wildlife that America has to offer. All these and more streaming this month on Disney Plus. Today's story sponsor is Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, which is a summer animated comedy for the whole family. If you've ever felt like an underdog, you will love the adventure when the underdog becomes the top dog. Oh, and of course, there's no more epic rivalry than cats versus dogs, right? But what happens when cats team up with the underdog? Looks like I know how we are going to be spending one of our Friday family movie nights this summer. Join us at the theaters on July 15th to see Paws of Fury. Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim, and welcome back to Kids Animal Stories. I'm sure you've heard about the awesome activities that we have made just for you, but just in case you haven't seen them, they're down in the show notes below in the description. So if you scroll down a little bit, you can find the link for the activities for kids, which is where we turned this episode into a really fun activity just for you that you can do at home or at school. But it is definitely time for part 2 of our Mystery of Liam. Are you guys ready? Me too, let's go! On the last episode of Kids Animal Stories, we learned that Liam had been pressured by his friends to do something that his parents did not want him to do, to go to the lure graveyard. Yes, the lure graveyard was an underwater place where all the fish did not like to go because that is where a lot of fishing happened. It was a very dangerous place for a fish to go swimming over there. But Liam and his friends wanted to do something even more dangerous. They wanted to go line pulling. This is when fish intentionally swim over to a hook and pull on it to make the line fling out of the water. The clues to solve the mystery about Liam leaves us with that he has a very large mouth, he's got teeth, some kind of fish that lives in a lake. It's all we know right now, and it's your job to figure it out. Well, as Liam and his friends left their neighborhood, they were swimming towards the lure graveyard. This was a very dangerous place because it was filled with lures and hooks that had become stuck in different tree branches and rocks from fishermen from a long time ago. I guess this was a very popular place where fishermen would go fishing, and it was a place that fish were not supposed to swim. Liam knew that as they were swimming that direction. Guys, do you really think we should do this? Like, it just sounds like a bad idea, said Liam. Come on, Liam, let's go. The friends were determined to do this very dangerous thing, and Liam was afraid of being laughed at, so he was not sure what to do, which I totally understand, but I think he definitely should have followed his gut and listened to his parents' advice, because something bad is about to happen. As they approached the lure graveyard, the water changed colors. Remember, the lake had very clear water, but this side of the lake, I don't know if it was from, the gas and oil that might have leaked out of the boats above, but the water looked different, and it was just a very creepy place for a fish to be. Look at there, said one of his friends. Look at all those lines. This will be so fun. I can't wait to pull my first one. His friend swam over and pulled on that line, and instantly, the line went flying through the water and up out the surface. If you're wondering what in the world is happening, I think it's actually, people are fishing and they feel that tug when that fish is doing the line pulling, and they're tricking the fishermen, and then the fishermen pull the line up thinking they caught a fish, but it was just a trick. Whoa, did you guys see that one? Said one of Liam's friends. That was awesome! Liam just stood back and watched. He did not want to pull one of those things because those hooks are really sharp. And if it turned at the last second, it could really hook into your lip, and then you'd be a goner forever. Liam, It's your turn, they shouted. Do that one over there. Liam turned and looked, and there was this big, fancy-looking lure that was meant to look like a small bait fish that they would want to eat, but he knew that it was fake. No, guys, I don't think I'm just here to watch. Come on, Liam, don't be a smallmouth. Go pull it. His friends were not being good friends at all. They were actually being pretty mean, and it's really bad to pressure somebody into doing something like that. But Liam was really nervous and did not like getting laughed at, and he swam over towards that lure. In order to do what those fish were doing, where they would pull on the hook and they wouldn't get caught, the fish had to bite a very certain part of the hook, the part that's not pokey, so that it wouldn't get stuck in their mouth. And Liam knew that, so as he approached the hook, he was very careful where he grabbed on. And then this is where everything took a turn for the worse. As Liam put his mouth on the hook, it felt strange. Something felt different. And then his eyes shifted back and forth, and all of his friends saw the terrible thing that had happened. He had grabbed onto some kind of secret hook that had a hook on the backside that he didn't know about. And all of a sudden, before he could let go of the hook, he felt a pull, and that hook went right through his lip. Ah! Liam started shouting, and his friends came swimming over. Liam started swimming as fast as he could. Liam, you gotta make it to that tree branch over there. Then we can tie you off and cut the line. Hurry, swim! Liam had never swam as fast as he was right now. He was fighting and fighting the line that was trying to pull him up towards the sky. The tree branch was just out of reach, but with one final push with his tail, he was able to wrap the line around the tree branch. All right, now you just gotta twist it like this, and that will cut the line, said one of his friends. Liam twisted the line, and off it popped. The line had broke, and the lure thankfully fell out of Liam's mouth, but he was left with a very large hole in his lip. Liam, we're so sorry that happened. That's never happened to us before. Are you okay? I'm fine, but I never should have listened to you guys in the first place. I'm going home, said Liam. Liam swam off, and I think his friends felt very bad. As they should, for pressuring him into that. As Liam found his way back home, he went right to his mom and instantly started crying. He told her everything that had happened, and she just gave him a big, big hug. She said, I just love you so much, Liam. There's reasons that we don't want you to go over to that lure graveyard. It's because it's too dangerous. I know, said Liam. I will never do it again, he said. I'm just glad you're safe and back home, said his mom. Just then they heard a knock on the door. It was one of Liam's friends. He came to apologize to Liam for pressuring him into doing that. It made Liam feel a little bit better that his friends felt bad for doing that, and that they learned to never do that again. Holy smokes, I'm sure Liam wishes that he would have just listened to his mom in the first place, or that his friends, that he would have known what to say to them. What do you think you would say if your friends were pressuring you into doing something that you knew that you shouldn't do? Yeah, I think I would just say, nope, I'm going home. You just got to be firm and give your friends a clear answer that no means no. Well, friends, I don't know if you remember, but it's a mystery episode. Have you figured out what kind of fish Liam is? Well, here are some choices. Number 1 is Liam, a minnow. All right, let's look at the clues. He lives in crystal clear water. Yes, that's a minnow could be, but a very large mouth. I don't think Liam, I don't think he could be a minnow. What do you? Yeah, I don't think he's a minnow either. Next, I have on my list, a bluegill. Do you know what a bluegill is? They're a fish with a small mouth and, a small mouth. Again, what kind of fish has a large mouth that lives in a lake? Oh, did you say a largemouth bass? You're right. Yes, Liam and his friends and his family, they're all largemouth bass, which live in lakes and have very big mouths. And they have a lot of teeth that they have to keep nice and shiny clean. Great job, friends. Well, that may be the end of this story, but I think just the beginning of a lot of adventures ahead for Liam and his friends. The end. Great job. You listened all the way to the end. Wow. I'm sure that Liam wishes that he would have learned that lesson a very easier way. But I'm pretty sure that now he will never forget that very valuable lesson after what he went through. And he even has, that little hole in his mouth to remind him every single day to not do that again. Well, friends, I hope you not only have a super duper day, but have an amazing adventure sometime soon, because there's an adventure around every corner. I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.